In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start your YouTube channel, especially if you can't think of a niche or a topic or an area to focus your YouTube channel on. So I'm going to share it in 7 different steps that you will need to follow. So the first step is to set a goal or a deadline for something you want to do. So that could be anything. For example, in my case, I recently just bought an apartment offline and I am documenting that journey. So in my other YouTube channel, I showed you guys how the apartment currently looks like. I have bought it off plan and it's basically a shell. So I'm gonna walk my audience through that journey of, making that shell apartment into a proper livable apartment. Of course, I'm gonna share some of the challenges, some of the obstacles I may get along the way in terms of getting the property into a livable state. Remember, it was bought off plan, so all that I'm gonna cover, that's gonna make for a lot of videos. Another alternative is, for example, I recently bought a beachfront property and I have just done the first video on that property. It's called Starehe Manor and it has its own entire YouTube channel at Starehe Manor. I will link it in the description box at the bottom of this video, then you can see what I'm talking about. So the first video on that channel that I have shared is just taking guys through the property, like more of a property tour, but I am definitely documenting the journey of buying the property, what it takes to identify property, things to look out for, how to make the payments and stuff like that. So I have set for myself a goal to finalize the paperwork by the first quarter of 2023. So that's what you want to do, whatever it is that you want to do. If let's say you're learning a new course, or even if you're just starting your own YouTube channel, or you're starting to teach online. Like last year, I started a new side hustle for teaching Kiswahili and my mother tongue as an online tutor on itaki.com, and I have an entire playlist of videos documenting my experience. So you want to set a goal for yourself, or set a deadline for yourself, or just start something new in your life as your first step. And then step number 2, find any problems that are stopping you or any obstacles that you get along the way and just document them. So for example, when you're trying to purchase land, for example, one of the challenges I have come through is because I was buying this from a family that has never had a bank account. The ones that were sending me the beach float, they have never had a bank account. So we had to go from scratch, open a bank account for them. But because the land cost some pretty steep amount, the bank was like, hey, wait, this is a new account. These guys don't look like they could be having all this money. Why are they getting all this money from? So they froze the money. So that's a whole YouTube video topic that I'm gonna be talking about, some of the things you need to watch out for when you're buying property, especially from people who previously didn't have a bank account, for example. So you wanna identify all the different problems that are stopping you, all the problems that you're incurring, all the challenges, identify each and every one of them, and then tackle each of these problems one by one. So as you tackle each of these problems, these challenges one by one, you wanna document your process for solving them. So you wanna document the challenge and document your process for solving them. And you'll be surprised. There's probably another person who also just bought property, or they just started that course, or they also just started their YouTube channel, or they were just starting out as a tutor, an online tutor, and they're facing the same problems. So you'd be surprised that whatever problem you are facing, somebody else is facing it and currently looking for a solution. And this is where you come in, document how you have solved that problem, and then create a plan. Okay, so once you create a plan, the plan, you want to distill it into a process that is replicable. That's what you want to do. So if somebody else faces the same problem, this is how they can go about it and they will be able to solve that problem. Step number 5, share with other people that plan, that replicable process, and help them to able to solve similar challenges should they incur them. So your focus here should be on people that want to be helped, and that's where your YouTube channel comes in. Every time you face a problem, document it, and once you solve it, document that process, and then put it in a plan or in a format that is replicable. So this is where, for example, you can now come up with an ebook, you can come up with a course if you want, you can come up with coaching programs, you can come up with premium paid YouTube membership and all that. Step number 6, very, very crucial. Make sure you build in public, solve your problems in public. And not just in public, do it online on the internet. And that is what I'm gonna call a business. So when you document your processes in public, document them online, then you're gonna have a business. And this business could be in the form of a YouTube channel, running your YouTube channel as a business. It could be in the form of a course. It could be in the form of anything that you can share online. It could be a Twitter page, could be an Instagram page, could be a TikTok account, yeah? So when you build whatever you're doing or document your journey online, that's how you build a business. That's how you make money from your experiences. And remember, your experience is so unique to you that nobody can replicate the exact same process you went through. So don't even think that probably it's already saturated. Yes, it may be saturated with somebody else's experience, but we want your point of view. We want your personality. We want your process. We want to see how you went through it. And once you put your plan into action, you document it publicly, then you're gonna draw in people who might also be interested in the same thing that you are either building, or in the same goal you are pursuing, or in the same kind of deadlines you are trying to meet. So that's what I would share about starting your YouTube channel this year, especially if you do not have a topic in mind, you're struggling with titles, you're struggling with the niches, you're struggling with the right kind of audience to face. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you found it helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a sweet comment below, and share it with all other people that might find it useful. If you're new here, my name is Eva Mtali, and basically on this channel, I share with you different ways you can make money on the internet so that you can be able to create a life of your dreams. Thank you for staying to the very end of this video. As usual, I look forward to meeting you on the next one. So you want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and also hit the notification bell, which is on the right hand side of the subscribe button, so that every single time I post a new video, you do not miss out. Bye guys.